Hello, everyone, and welcome to Big Cat Sports. Today is our weekly Red Wings breakdown. Out of the four games this week, they only won one. They didn't really play terrible throughout the week. I think they had three really, really good games, one bad game, but they ended up going through the week not really making that much success.
And we kind of expected that. We were hoping they'd, get 4 out of the 8 points, and they got ended up with 2. So yeah, it was a disappointing week, but not to be unexpected, without their main guns.
Yeah,
They're gonna be getting back, I think, Larkin on Monday. Comfort came back last night, I thought,
and also Costin
and
came back,
Costin.
so everyone's slowly coming back.
Felt
But
bad that they sent Berggren down, though. He was really
he's on the trade block apparently. They're
I like
potentially
Berggren, so
trading
I
them.
I I feel bad about that.
But first game this week, we were in Dallas. We ended up losing 6-3. I know there was a comeback happening. I turned off that game the second and got to like 4-0 or whatever it was. I lost my interest in what was going on.
We were
But
watching it, and it was just like, at least for the most part of the game, it was just like watching Minnesota or Dallas endlessly cycle and until they scored a goal. We didn't have the puck very much that game. They looked like they basically toyed with us. And like you, I didn't really get to see the very end of it, but
yeah,
um,
I turned it off because I didn't want to watch any more of it. They were outshot 35-30. They had more hits. They won less faceoffs, 34-24. Power play goals, Dallas had two compared to Detroit's one, but for the most part, they were just outplayed in Dallas, and it wasn't a good game by them.
and Dallas is a very, very good game. It wasn't supposed to be expected. That was the first game without, Larkin and Comfort and Perron. So I mean, it was a tall assignment. It was not the game. It was not. I think if we had played Dallas on Saturday, we would have played them much better. It was, it was just rough. We're having to rely on Kane way too much, way too early. Uh, and I thought he had a good week, despite the fact that I don't think he got a lot of points. I think he puts another dynamic and um, gives us opportunities. I think eventually they'll start turning into goals.
Yeah. Second game of the week was against the Blues. We had like a back to back. We had a Sunday Monday situation go on, or what, however it went, or Monday Tuesday situation go on. Shots on goal. The Blues 37, Detroit 32. The Blues out hit us. We won more faceoffs though. We had a power play goal. We had a good game. We won 6-4.
Right. We were
We played
resilient.
well, and then St. Louis fired their coach right after the game.
Yeah. I didn't understand that, but because I thought, we played a really gutsy game against St. Louis and hung on. And, I believe Husso was in net and he gave up, his normal 4 goals and stuff like that. But he played really well down the stretch
Yeah, it
to
was,
keep us in it.
he overall he ended up playing well at the end of the game. It was just you can't keep on letting up 4 goals. I think we had like 3 or 4 straight games. Like we could even go through this month, the beginning of the month. You gave up 4 goals to the Canadians, 3 goals to the Sabres, 6 goals to the Sharks, 5 goals to the Senators, 6 goals to the Stars, 4 goals to the Blues before we ended up getting some actual defense to show up. We
Right.
have not had a good month defensively, and we got to try to fix that on top of goaltending. But again, defense is the main thing I always feel like when it comes to the goaltending part. If you're getting 35 to 40 shots on goal
Yeah, right. You
night
can't
after
be.
night
You
after
got to
night,
try to. Yeah, their goal, if possible, is to keep it under 30 shots a game. If they could do
if you
that,
can do that.
uh,
Um,
and
but
for us to get 30 or more shots a game, that's always like that benchmark or something for that stuff. They just, like I said, I thought St. Louis they played a really good game, and they hung on. And then like I said, we hit the rough spot with the other
but
offensively.
yes, the last 2 games, your defense came forward. Your goaltending was good. You played Carolina at home, with probably one of the better games you played this year, losing 2-1 at home. But it was a good game. you didn't get that many shots on goal, only 26 compared to their 39. So again, right, you're letting up 40 shots a game. How do you expect the goaltending to go if you can't even stop somebody from shooting the puck on that? But it was a really, really good, hard fought game. They just couldn't stop the shots from getting on net.
Right. It was like like I said, the whole week you got to be a little proud of them, even though they weren't winning, considering the situation. And hopefully that'll be rectified. And we can start putting pucks in the net again and winning some games starting Monday.
And then the last game of the week we didn't really watch,
No,
except for the last 2.5 minutes of the game, because we were watching the Lions game and Bailey wouldn't work at the beginning of the first period. Bailey really
we
needs
should have. If I had a chance, I would have watched the highlights and stuff like that. So I really can't tell you much about the Philly game. It looked like the goaltending was really good.
To my knowledge, Lynan did get hurt during the game.
He got hurt.
From what I saw, he got hurt. But it was 1-0. It was a really, really good game again. We were sad we didn't really get to watch it because of Bailey, as they usually are.
Right.
And the one goal that was given up looked like it was a bad goal. It wasn't really on him.
It was just one of those fluke goals. We stick. He was in the right spot at the right time. But Philadelphia has been playing phenomenal hockey so far this year, and they are defensively playing really well. They played really well.
You played with them the whole time. 33 shots, even on both sides. Even in the hit department, 20 hits per side, basically. You won more face-offs than them. Neither team could capitalize on the power play, so the penalty kills are good on both teams. Philadelphia just blocked more shots than you, but it was a really, really good hard-fought game. Sad they couldn't make it out with any points out of that one, but they at least are showing that they can play with the better teams in the league right now.
Right. And like I said, hopefully when they start getting these guys back, Perron will be back later in the week if his field doesn't come through. We got Costin and Compher and Larkin should be back Monday. So we should pretty much have a full complement, to go into this week. We're playing Anaheim.
Yes. First game this week is against the Anaheim Ducks, which you should win. Anaheim's not that great of a team. And that is a good bounce back game for you. Probably going to be Husso starting with Lynan getting hurt. He is, or it might be Reimer. Fabry's day today, Lynan's day today. Costin just got off the IR, so I don't know why it still says he is on the IR, along with Compher, who just got off. And Larkin is still sitting on the IR, but he might be back, like you said, on Monday. But that big one is Lynan. Hopefully he comes back fast, goaltending-wise, because he has probably been our best goaltender. But the Ducks, they're only averaging about 2.5 goals a game, while we're averaging 3.5 now. And they get about 3.5 scored on them, while we're averaging about 3 a game. Again, average is usually around 30 shots for and against between all the teams I have been seeing as we go through this. But the Ducks have a lot of penalty minutes. They got about 100 more penalty minutes than we do. So they've been taking penalties. Their power play, this is where it's always the fun number. They have a better power play than us, 22%. And penalty kill is at a 79% for the Ducks. So it's about par to how we've been playing on those. But that should be a win for us. Second game this week, we're going to Winnipeg on Wednesday. Winnipeg is playing. Winnipeg is playing good right now. They're 18-9-2. Hellebuyck is a very, very good goaltender, so it's not going to be easy to score on him. Hey, $27 if you're going to go to the game in Winnipeg on Vivid Seats. Nice cheap game in Winnipeg.
Not bad.
Kyle Connor, their top scorer, is on IR though, so that you want to look at it as a plus if somebody's hurt that usually would score points on your team. But Kyle Connor is out, so that might make it a little easier on the wings. Winnipeg has been averaging about the same as us goals per game, 2.9 goals against. So they're a little bit better again, 30 shots per game.
18-9 they are?
They're 18-9-2.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Power play is 17%. Penalty kill is 75%.
Are they first in their division?
I don't think they're first. I think they're second in their division. We have a rematch against the Flyers on Friday this week. A 2:00 game, right? Did I see it? No, 7:00. I thought it was 2. I don't know where Friday? I saw it. No, Oh yes, Friday 7 o'clock game. Play Friday at home.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, cool. Every 2 days.
They're going to be playing against the Flyers again. They were very, very good. It was a very hard fought game, so we'll see how it ends up going. Power play again. The power play for the Flyers. Do you remember what the number was?
No.
It was 8.8 last week was their power play percentage. It's up to 10% now. 10.5% on their power play. Penalty kill, though, is very good at 86%. So they have a very good penalty kill.
It should be another hard fought game away from Philly. We don't play well. For whatever reason, Philly's always been bad for us.
And then the very next day, Saturday, you're traveling to New Jersey. So you will be in New Jersey to end the week.
It's kind of a tough week.
About on par with you throughout how you've been playing so far this year. Same record. No big injuries for the Devils. And again, they're averaging about the same as us. 3.5 goals for, 3.5 goals against. A little bit more shots, a couple more shots per game. But their power play is 32% and their penalty kill is 75%. So looking at the week, I'm going to hope for 4 points. You actually are playing 3 really good teams this week. We thought this was going to be a little bit easier of a month to end, and then it turned out being a little bit more difficult of a month.
Well, like I said, I'm hoping for more than 4 points. I would like at least 5 to 6 points.
If we can stay above 500 to end the year, that would be fantastic. We're getting to that point where we're like, let's see what's going to happen. It's not the easiest.
Well, you got to beat one of these good teams. I mean, I think we should beat the Flyers at home. Should beat Anaheim. Winnipeg will be a challenge, and New Jersey will be a challenge. But we got to beat one of those 2 teams.
It's going to be a okay week, I think, for us. We're still sitting at 4th in the division, which means we're probably a wild card team right now. We're 4 points behind Florida, and we're only a point up on Tampa at the moment in division standings. So wild card wise, I know we don't really care about looking at the playoffs completely right now. But for the most part, wild card wise, it looks like you are sitting currently as the top wild card team with Carolina right now, both. And then you got a couple teams right behind you at 33, being New Jersey, Washington's there. So there's a lot of teams bunched together at the moment that we wouldn't fully expect at this point in the year. But hopefully we got a good week ahead of us. We can end the year on a high note. With that, all that being said, though, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, do that usual stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments. Share the video around. And until next time, we'll see everybody soon.